Hey folks, today we're just going to crappie fish. We're going to see if we can find some, and we're going to try to find some bigger crappie, some nice crappie. The crappie fishing has been tough the last couple of weeks because the water's 66, it's cooling, and they're scattered. I haven't found any big schools of crappie. So hey, let's go see if we can find some crappie. You're watching Fish in Lake Country. My name is Dennis. Let's go. Oh boy. Look at this one, guys. What do y'all think of that one? I'm gonna move the camera. Whew. Alright guys, that's the big one. That's the big one. I'm trying to flip him around here. Okay, time of day. What a monster. Alright guys. This one acts like he's a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's a decent crappie. Let's hit spot lock. And we'll get back and get the net, guys. I've been laying the net. Oh, he ain't as big as that last one, guys. Now, look at there, guys. He came off in the net. That's why you net them. Crappie come off so easy, especially when they have some size to them. If you try to pick up a 11, 12 inch crappie, it's a good ways to lose them. Oops. There you go. He's not that big, guys. He might be 10. That's about all he is. Okay, I'm going to show you the crappie up in under this dock. I miss jumping docks, guys. All I'm doing. And I didn't show you all the release on that last crappie because I stopped, took a picture of him and sent it to my little buddy Mason. Y'all seen him fish with me? I stopped and asked him if he wanted to go, but he was working. I think helping he was doing fishing tackle stuff, put new line on. Said he fished this morning. He lives in my neighborhood, so I stopped and asked him as I rode by his house. So anyway, I catch a big one sometimes. I share it with him. You know, he just loves that. All right, I'm gonna get down here and now there they are on the dock right here. See them? I'm gonna get as close as I can, guys, without moving the camera because I hate making that noise. When you see it, I'm moving the deaf. These fish here are under the boat. And I'm a vertical jig, and I don't know why they followed the other one out. I wish I got the camera on fast enough, guys. I don't think I got it. It jumped like a bass. I think jumped to 4 or 5 inches out of the water. I still got to see what it was because I was watching the. I missed him. It's a bass. That's what I figured. I figured it was a crappie. He jumped like a bass. You know why he jumped like a bass? Because he was a bass. Look at there. Alright guys, he bit old hair jig. A little bass, he's about 8 or 9 inches. Gosh guys, this knuckle's got some meat on his shoulders. I don't have a 2-pound test too, guys. Y'all know that on this one. I got these 2 rods with 2 and I got 2 with 4. So, he's acting like he's got some, yeah, he's not a bad one. He's not a bad one. Now I switched to a Kitech. Today, guys, I'm junk fishing. I'm throwing a little bit of everything. I'm throwing Kitechs, I'm throwing Baby Shad, I'm throwing my hair jigs. I'm just trying to catch some fish, and I'm going to tell you why. They're scattered. I found these, but guys, I fished all these docks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I caught the big one off one down there, and that's the only one I caught off of it. And I think the rest of them, okay, fell right out. So I'm talking about netting them. Now, he's about 11 and 9/16 maybe. Okay. Bye, you fella. He took off. So this time I threw a 2-inch Kitech. I call that junk fishing when I'm not on one bait. I'm throwing multiple different baits just trying to get bit. But the trick today, guys, this is October, the water's 66. I think the trick today is just finding something that's interesting. I have found a couple schools on my LiveScope, and they would bump me, they would follow me, they wouldn't bite me. Now see, I didn't even look, this is the same dock, I just moved to a different part. I was on that left side a while ago when I caught the bass and the crappie. What I done is I come to this side. Now I caught one the first cast when I done that. So, you know, I try to put some pointers and tips in every video. I'm not a great fisherman, guys. I'm learning. And as I learn, I'm going to share with you what I'm learning. If you got a dock, you know it's fish on it, hit it from a couple different angles. Just don't fish one side, so that's it. If you know it's fish there, you caught one there, come around it. A lot of times I have found I do better if I'm at the boat slip here casting this way. I don't know why, I just found it seems to be better. So try a couple different things, and one reason I do that is on a lot of these docks, you've heard asked before, they put cross members like this down under the water, and they'll hang you up right now. You can't, man, getting across them is something else. But that's what I was doing. You know, on the angle like this here, just getting right back in, trying to get inside that post and trying to get back under those corners, just letting it sink to where I think it's about six feet. I must have got rods in my way here. And when I think it's 6 feet, I just pull it a little bit like that. That's all I'm doing, just pulling it. And it's gonna come up a little bit, and then I let it sink again, and I'm just pulling it. And see, I haven't reeled yet, guys. I haven't reeled it a bit. I'm letting it sink again. Now, I got some slack line. I need to get my rod down. That's what I'm going to reel. See, I didn't reel the bait. I reeled my slack line. Great time of day. All right, guys. I took the boat, made a circle so I could reposition. That's what I done. After that boat knocked me off. Position of your boat can make a difference getting bit or not. And I came back around, came back underneath the front again. I figured he's fighting awful hard. Here's why he's fighting awful hard. It's a little bass. A little spotted bass. This lake is full of these things, guys. This lake is full. We didn't used to have spotted bass. About 5-6 years ago they started showing up. Somebody was putting them in here. Not as fat. They're very pretty, but there's piles of them in here this size. 7, 8, 10 to, I don't know, maybe up to 11 inches. There's a bunch of them in here that size. Alright, next cast, guys. I don't know what this one is. I'm after a crappie, of course y'all know that. This is a crappie. I got to see a flash of him. And see, those spotted bass will live right there with the crappie. Because they're both the same size, I reckon, aren't they? Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Actually, he's bigger than the bass. Oh boy. Oh boy. On the Kitech, that's what I caught the bass on, the same bait. Look at it, fell right out of his mouth, guys. And I sharpened that hook too because I thought it was a little dull. He's probably, he ain't gonna hit 12. He's trying. Look how thick he is though. Great day. He's probably 11 and a half. But that's, you know what? Maybe 11 5/8. I'm sorry, buddy. 11 5/8. I didn't want to short you. He's very pretty though, isn't he? All right, guys, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. I'm letting that thing sink. I got a Kitech now. I don't have the Baby Shad. And once I think it's down a little ways, I'm just reeling it slow. That's what I'm doing. Because it's a swimming bait, right? But there he is. There you go. Live action. When you got a kite now, see the Baby Shad I was pulling, right? Y'all seen that? The Baby Shad. Let me get the spotlight. The Baby Shad, I was pulling them and then just reeling the slack out. Take my time. This is a Kitech. It's got a swimming tail. So I throw it back there, let it sink to depth I think it needs to be. Come here, he's jumping like a bass too. He's a little fella. That's the littlest crappie I've caught for today. He's probably 9 inches. Yep, that's about all he is, guys. And it's probably might have a hard time making 9, but see? Alright, let me get him off here. See there? He's not real big. He's still a nice little crappie. Hey, they're all good. See, it's got a swimming tail. If y'all never used these Kitechs, and they got squid in them. So that's why I went to the Kitech earlier today, because I'm telling you, like I told you, the fishing's been tough today. And guys, I moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 docks from the last one before I found a crappie. To be honest with you, I didn't even fish some of them. I just rode by. Ouch, got my hook on my finger again. All I need is another hook. Now guys, that is the smallest one I've caught today, but he's a crappie. He's about 9 inches. Caught him on a different color Kitech. This one's called the something minnow, emerald minnow or something like that. It's got a little green in him. Oh my good guys, you just got to kind of match your. You just got to kind of match the color you're using for the day. You know, it's a little cloudy right now. Figured a little green would help. Now look, there they are. See all them spots? Look here under the boat. I think in some parts they fall you out, but there's something right there. Got a couple fish on it, but all those are crappie. And it will catch fish. There's no doubt it'll catch fish. Alright. Well, that's what I'm doing. There you go. There's live action. I was trying to get a live action, guys. That's what I was doing. Uh-oh. He hung me up around the dock. I got him. Let me hit spot lock. Oh, he can jumper too. He went around the dock post, guys. I don't have a 2-pound test on this rod. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like using the rod with a 2-pound test. It casts better than the 4. It skips. A bait skips easier with that too. So I skip a bait. I don't swing it. And he's about the same size. Now, this is the biggest school of crappie I have found today. So what I'm probably going to find is they're all about the same size. But you know what? That's the fun size. Alright. He tore my kayak a little bit. I'm going to keep throwing it, guys. These things are not cheap. Now, it's a bad part about the kayaks. They're not cheap. Hey, folks. I got a place out of the wind here. I'm going to talk to you a second. I was throwing this. This is a Bobby Garland body. It's called lemon tea. Got like a yellow on it. And it's kind of clear with purple and green flaking. That's what I was catching. So I must have got the biggest one on. And that's a 1/48 ounce head. Yeah, it sinks real slow. And I was pitching down at the docks. I use light heads on these docks because it sinks really slow. And sometimes you need a faster sink. This has got a 1/16. Now I cut the barb off. Y'all know that because I tie this weed guard on. So it's not a 1/16. It's just less than 1/16. All right. And also I was throwing a couple hair jigs. All right. You see me catch a couple on hair jigs. All right. Well, the other thing I was doing, guys, I covered a lot of docks today. This is October. It's almost the end of October, okay? So I was covering a lot of ground. I don't know how many docks I fished. Like I said, right here is 6. And a lot of them I didn't fish. I went past and just pulled the motor down. If I didn't say anything, I didn't stop. That's the good point of the LiveScope. So I'm sharing with you as I'm learning about the LiveScope. If you're interested in one, if you don't want to spend that, it's a lot of money, guys. But I fish a lot. Y'all know that. And with the YouTube channel, I figured I could maybe help pay for itself down the road. But I'm learning a lot from watching the fish behavior. How they react to the baits. How sometimes they don't care. How they even run from it. You can pitch a bait in sometimes and they go away from it. But it does help you find fish. You don't have to waste your time fishing every dock. But I've probably been to 25 docks, 30 docks today. And I've been in a couple different creeks. And I caught some fish, but I covered a lot of ground. And I caught some nice ones. And that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to find crappie that was only like 8 or 10 big in a school. I have found usually that's your nicer crappie. Okay? And I've got a video about that. So guys, this is Fishing Lake Country. My name is Dennis. I'm just out here fishing, catching some crappie, trying to share with you what I'm learning, some shots from the LiveScope. I think it's interesting. If you don't have one, I've been around one. See how these crappie set up? Like under that dock, it was 12, 14 foot. They was like 6 to 8 foot. They wasn't on the bottom. That's what I'm saying. That's why you don't fish the bottom when you're crappie fishing. If you figure out what depth they are, that's depth you want to fish. You want to fish from where they are to above them. You don't want to fish below them. And that's why I wasn't using a heavy weight. I don't need a 1/16 ounce to go in and just go to the bottom. You know, if it's too fast, I wanted something to sink slower that would sink down through their depth. Then I start pulling it. So I'm pulling it at their level. Every time I pull it, it goes like this, right? I pull it and it sinks slow. And then the kayak I reeled in. And guys, if you ever check on the kayak, I was doing Emerald Shad. Emerald Shiner was the one I was throwing. And the other one's Pro Blue. Kayaks are great. I threw one time and it bit the tail off of it. That's the bad thing about the kayaks. You can catch one fish and they're gone. Or I caught like 6 off of that one maybe before I destroyed it. And I took and once the head gets busted up, I just cut a little bit of the head off. They're real soft. They have a squid odor, which makes it good when the fishing's tough. This has not been an easy day to catch crappie. Subscribe, guys, and keep up with me. I'm loading twice a week, guys, as long as I can. This is October, almost the end of October. This week will be the end of October, right? It's Halloween this coming week, Thursday, and this is Saturday. So we'll see what happens in December and January. I might have to go back to 1 a week. I'm sandbagging a few videos, guys, so I'll have something to load in those cold months when I can't fish. And sometimes we even get a little bit of ice on this lake, not much. Coves do sometimes, so. My name is Dennis. It's Fishing Lake Country, guys. Subscribe and we'll see you next time right here.